and welcome to IIFL Markets YouTube channel. I am Shweta Pabriwal and today we have Mr. Nikhil Kamath, co-founder and CIO Trubeacon, Zerodha, which doesn't need any explanation and introduction, and Rainmatter. Welcome, Mr. Kamath. It is a pleasure to host you today. Trust you are in the best of your health.
Thank you, Shweta. I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, sir. Sir, so like I said, that Zerodha everybody knows about, but we would like to know about Trubeacon. So if you could, help us with the products and services which are offered by Trubeacon.
Sure. So Trubeacon is an asset management company. In India, there are three kinds of asset management, typically. The first one is a mutual fund, which is very vanilla, long-only investment with no minimum ticket size. The second one is PMS, where each portfolio is maintained separately. The third category is a category 3 alternate investment fund, which allows for you to hedge 100% and take more sophisticated strategies. Trubeacon is a category 3 alternate investment fund.
Right. So how was the performance of Trubeacon versus markets during the pandemic period?
So Trubeacon is a fund which is always hedged. The amount of hedging fluctuates between 30% all the way up to 70%. And during the pandemic, we happened to be 60% hedged when it began. And hence it did very well when the correction happened and we protected a lot of the downside. Trubeacon's ethos is very much around capital preservation. What we are trying to achieve over the long term is to beat whatever the Nifty does. If Nifty does 10% a year, we want to return 16% a year over the long term. But capital preservation is very much at the core of Trubeacon.
So as you said about alternative investment funds, so AIF is something, a relatively newer concept. If you could brief us about that, what is AIF and how does it work?
Sure. There are three kinds of AIF. It's a category introduced by the government a few years ago. The first one, the CAT 1 and CAT 2 in AIFs do not apply to public markets. CAT 3 is the only one which is focused on publicly listed equity.
Correct.
Minimum ticket size is about 1 crore according to regulation. Maximum exposure is about 200%. And you can't have more than 10% allocation to a single company under the AIF. These are some of the differentiating risk mitigation rules around CAT 3 AIF.
Right. So we also got to know that, you have launched the first category 3 of alternative investment fund by Trubeacon in Gujarat International Finance Tech, which is the GIFT City, which is also a special economic zone pioneered by Prime Minister Mr. Modi. So what are the, specifics of these and how do you expect it to go along?
Yeah, so GIFT City is catering firstly only to foreign nationals and NRIs who are bringing foreign capital into the country. It can't be Indian capital which goes out and comes back in. What the government is trying to do is solve for the problem of money coming in through Singapore, Mauritius, Cayman Islands, Luxembourg. Traditionally, many foreign funds have chosen to come in through these feeder vehicles into India because of favorable taxation and regulation and compliance in many ways. But now the government is saying, come in directly, eliminate the middleman, and we will give you beneficial taxation and stuff like that. So the two big things to note about GIFT City right now. Recently, they have passed a new mandate saying PAN cards are no longer required. So a foreign investor coming into India will not have to register here as a taxpayer. And the second big thing is derivatives are tax-free.
Okay.
Many foreign funds use derivatives to hedge. Right. And in GIFT City, there's no tax applicable. So it is a fairly attractive proposition for many foreign investors.
So how was the impact of partial lockdowns across cities? How did the AIF industry perform?
Well, so everything finance, everything fintech has done well during the pandemic. Be it a stockbroker, a lender, anything which is on an online thing has done well, right? Or even for that matter, asset managers. A lot more interest has been in the market in the last 1 year,
Right.
and everybody in the industry has benefited one way or another. So I would say it's a weird thing to say, but I think the pandemic has not been too bad for the finance industry at large in India.
How do you expect, the performance of fintechs going ahead? Because, we see a plethora of fintechs, coming up every day.
Yeah, so Shweta, it's still a very underpenetrated market. Only about 1.5% of the population of our country either has direct or indirect access to financial markets.
Correct.
So considering how small that penetration number is and the scale that we can achieve in the future, I think things are looking rosy for fintech companies, and there might be exponential growth over the next decade or two when more users come into the financial ecosystem.
Correct. And what kind of change are you expecting in wealth management and consumer behavior since the pandemic? As you already mentioned that, a lot has changed. So what is the behavior which we can, expect going on?
Yeah, so retail clients, especially HNIs, have become savvy. People are very concerned with what fees they're paying, what the middleman is charging, how efficient the fund is. So structurally, I think the industry will improve because of all that. It will become cheaper for a person to have his assets managed. It will become more transparent. We are seeing these changes happen already, and I think that trend will continue into the future.
So what kind of asset management strategy should a retail investor follow, according to you?
Well, different things work for different people. Some people like fundamental analysis, some people like technical analysis, some people are quantitative in nature. I would not like to, kind of like push my opinion down anybody, but whatever works for you. A suggestion would be to, research about all the different methods that are available out there, and then pick whichever one thing you think suits your personality the best.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Kamath. It was a really nice session talking to you today. I hope you enjoyed the session too as much as we did.